Ozzie Jurock joins me on the line right now. Ozzie, I've been searching for something good to talk about when we talk about, the market. We've been talking about the stress tests and how difficult that will be for some people to qualify now. I mean, there's various estimates, but it looks like it's going to certainly remove a good chunk of people, first-time buyers, especially from the marketplace, who aren't going to be able to qualify, as if the rates were 2% higher. But I was thinking maybe we could talk some good news about something, at least in BC, they're doing. First-time buyers should be aware. They still have that sort of, what is it called, the home partnership program?
You're quite right, Mike. And it's when they brought in the stress test for first-time buyers, CMHC just reported it knocked out 33% of the buyers that they had the year before, so it had a major impact. But BC government actually has a good program. The Home Partnership Program allows for a no-interest loan for up to $37,500 to match a down payment. And so some of the facts that when you look into them, they really look quite good because the interest won't be paid on it at all until the 6 years. So 5 years, free ride. So, hey, free money is always good. But then the key also is that after the 6th year, the interest rate is already set from the 6th to the 10th year at 3.3%. And even from the 11th year onwards, it's only 0.5% above the prime. So you're really safe on that amount of money. You don't have to worry about it. Another thing that's sort of interesting is that the co-signer will be considered. And they don't have to be first-time buyers. So it could be a mom and dad that already owned. And you also want to appear on the title, which is also kind of unique and will help you get qualified. And the interesting thing is they even let the down payment be a gift, Mike. So here you have to sit down with your professional mortgage broker to figure out what the documentation you have in order to qualify for the mortgage with a gifted down payment. But
are you there? Did we just lose Ozzie? Well, we'll have to see if we can get him back on the line here with us. Oh, there you are. So, Ozzie, we lost you just for a second there. We have to back up just for a second. We're talking about that what's called the Home Partnership Program, interest-free loan up to $37,500. You can match your down payment. No interest on that loan for 6 years. And then what? What's the interest rate goes from after 0 to what for the years 6 to 10, for example?
Yeah, so it's interest-free for the first 5, then it's 3.3% till from the 5th to the 10th year, and then even after that, it's only 0.5% higher than prime. And a couple of the goodies are also that there's no interest, no penalty if you're paid off. They will allow co-signers, which is really might be very helpful. And you can even get a down payment as a gift. I mean, you have to sit down with your professional mortgage broker to figure out how that works. And the negatives are very, very, very small, Mike, because if you do sell the house before the 5-year term is up, you've got to pay back the money, you can't transfer it, and you can't rent out the property. So it's for the true blue first-time buyer. But if I can increase my down payment by $37,500, my mortgage may be lower, and therefore I might qualify even as the stress test is applied. Particularly in a small town, it'd be just great.
Yeah, especially, free money for 5 years. I mean, that's all I had to hear, Ozzie. Yeah. Well, that's
almost an oxymoron.
Yeah, exactly.
Free money from the government.
And how do they go about applying for this, by the way? They just go to the government website or just type in Home Partnership Program and Google that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's BCHPP, and then they'll find it. And then the key is sit down with a professional mortgage broker that understands this. And then particularly if you get the down payment gifted or who's a co-signer and so make the proper application. But they'll say that they will not consider it if there's only 14 days. Well, so that would imply that they will approve it within after 14 days. So it's all around pretty good news. There's nothing negative that I can see about it.
Well, once again, I mean, the new stress test kicks in January 1st, but some institutions may implement it sooner. We've seen that before. So if you're thinking about getting in the market and you're worried about that stress test, that's one thing. Get on your horse right now. Get pre-approved. And then the second, as Ozzie says, if you're in British Columbia, kind of an interesting program that you should check out. As he says, check with a professional. Ozzie, any hot property for us?
Yeah, we have an interesting one today. It's in Cornell. It's right very close to the Walmart store. It's a manufactured home subdivision, Bearland Strata. So it's a 23-acre property that's already zoned for 72 lots that can be added. The sewers on the lot line. And the owner just decided to blow it out at only $237,000. So for anybody that's interested in then creating a new subdivision, that would be an exciting possibility.
Sorry, you didn't tell us where it was.
It's in Quesnel, beautiful lumber city of Quesnel, on the confluence of two major rivers.
There you go, 23 acres. If you ever thought you want to own a manufactured home park, there you go, 23 acres. You can't help but think if you're living in a big urban center like Calgary or Vancouver, Edmonton, $237,000 for 72 lot, piece of property. You just shake your head at that. I'm not sure in downtown Vancouver you can buy a bathroom for that.
Well, that's right. But of course you have to finish it. The road is right at the line. The sewer is there, but you still have to put the road through subdivision, create a subdivision plan. There's different costs attached, but there could be a lot of money for somebody with the right kind of an attitude and some cash.
Great stuff as always, Ozzie. We'll chat with you next week.
Thanks, Mike. And I just want to briefly mention that last week I had a wonderful experience on the golf course. I had a hole in nothing. I missed the ball and sank the divot.
And why do I believe you? Ozzie Jurock, finishing the golf season with a bang. I'll come back. I got Victor Darren and Groofy.